Every single day when I'm on the internet, I see people performing magic that reminds me of this fast food hamburger pictured here. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good fast food hamburger. There is a number of qualities that are great about it. Let's just step back for a moment and take a look at some of the qualities. I mean, often you're choosing that because it's very convenient, right? It's quick, hence the term fast food. They make them quickly. Now you scarf them down really quickly, because you're trying to just go back to whatever it is you really want to do. So the whole experience of it is very fleeting. It sort of tides you over, if you will. The momentary indulgence, it's definitely not satisfying. It's the opposite of satisfying, usually. You're usually hungry. When you eat crummy food, you're usually hungry like another hour and a half later. I mean, you look at it, really weak on flavor. Like, usually they're very bland. Right? They use a cheap cheese. It serves its purpose for that one time when you got to have something now and you don't have time or the inclination to seek out something more. And that's really where most magic I see on the internet, every day when I'm scrolling through Instagram, every day when I'm on Facebook, when people send me stuff on basically a daily basis. So what do you think of this? It's this kind of magic. It's this fast foody, quick hamburger. And that's because there's no presentation. There's nothing to it. It's just the magic. It's just the actual trick. Here I have a card. Whew, I changed it into another one. Or like, here, pick a card. Once you put the card back in, we'll shuffle again. Now I'm going to wave my hand. And I found it. Is that your card? There's nothing to it. It's just like this fast food hamburger. It's the bare minimum required to sort of get through. It's really not magic. It's a magic trick, right? Which is its like name. But it's not magic. It's just a trick. If you want magic, see, magic is like a steak dinner. It's got all the trimmings. It's got colors. It's got textures. It's deeply satisfying. It's flavorful. You can tell the work has been put into it. It takes a while for it to come out. It's more complicated. It's got a variety of components to it, depending on what you like. The mashed potatoes, maybe the gravy, right? Yorkshire pudding, maybe. I don't know what time of year it is, right? Brussels sprouts. What else you got going here, right? Is the garlic mashed potato. You savor it as you're eating it. You don't just scarf it down. There's a deeper experience. And as a result, if it's done really well, it's super memorable, right? You can probably think back just now and think about some of the greatest steaks you've ever had. But like the fast food hamburger, it's just the same as all the rest. So that's really what you want from your magic. You want to turn it into a steak dinner. You want to have this memorable, deep, flavorful, satisfying outcome that the audience never forgets. And to get that depth and flavor requires an actual presentation. Requires building a character. It requires putting in work to the colors and components and the way you savor the different aspects. You can't get that with the magic I see on social media. It just doesn't happen. There's no presentation. We don't know anything about the magician. There's no character building. It's over in a heartbeat, which in some cases on social media, it's exactly wrong format to do it in. So you're making bad choices all the way around. So if you want to know the difference between that social media, internet, weak, flavorless, cheap, fleeting, scarf it down type magic, and the difference between that and the flavorful, satisfying, memorable, savory magic that people will remember and talk about for years, then you go over to d'artagnanmagic.com/real magic, because I teach people how to build a steak dinner from their tricks. All the other components that they're missing, the gravy, the Brussels sprouts, the garlic mashed potato. I show you step by step how to put that steak dinner together, so you never have to worry about feeding your audience another fast food hamburger.